Well, Madrasas being run in Maharashtra will not be considered schools anymore. That's what the Devendra Phadnavis government has said in a notification which has been issued to various districts. Madrasas have now been classified as non-schools. The move, apparently aimed at bringing madrasa students into mainstream of formal education, is especially tough on students who have now been declared out of school children. According to a 2013 report, there were nearly 2,000 madrasas in the state with around 1.5 lakh students. The curriculum involves a 7-year education in subjects including Arabic, Hindi, Urdu, maths and science. After this, students can either leave or opt for a post-graduation in another 5 years. The Maharashtra government says the move is an attempt to bring madrasa students into the mainstream of formal education. A massive survey has been planned on 4th July by the state government's Department of Education to identify out-of-school children. Mumbai Bureau Chief Sahil Joshi now joining me live for more on this story. Sahil, no prize for guessing, this is going to create a massive political uproar as far as the state of Maharashtra is concerned. Congress, NCP already coming out strongly against it.
Absolutely, Ankit, because the Congress NCP government had come up with a plan to modernize madrasas and had declared around 10 crore rupees help to the madrasas who are giving also teaching subjects like mathematics and science in their respective madrasas. But now how this came out is basically when the state government decided to conduct a survey of the children who goes to school. The survey will be conducted on 4th of July. But before that, the minority department's principal secretary wrote a letter to the education department saying that those children, those students who attend madrasa should be considered non-school going children.
Sahil, I just request you to stay on with me. We are now being joined by Asaduddin Owaisi on the phone line for more on this. He's a leader of the MIM. Mr. Owaisi, your first reaction to this notification of the state government of Maharashtra?
The first thing that has to be said is that the Maharashtra BJP-led government is contradicting their Modi-led government, which has given 100 crores for madrasa modernization, and which they accept that they are school-going children. So they are going against their own beloved Prime Minister of the country. Secondly, one should understand that there are nearly 1,889 madrasas imparting nearly 1.5 lakh students in Maharashtra. And to call them as non-school going is completely wrong. I mean, if you want to bring them into mainstream, then I would request them that why don't you open, bridge school for those madrasa students who have completed, let us say, standard 12 or 10th, and let them open a bridge school as Aligarh Muslim University is doing it.
Yes.
But to say that they are going to be treated out of school children, it is completely wrong, and it shows their biasness. Are they doing it for other pathshalas which are imparting Vedic and Hindu religious students over there? So this is completely wrong. This should not be done.
Sir, the opposition, the Congress and the NCP in the state have already created a furor about it. They are saying they are going to oppose it tooth and nail. You also have now MPs in Maharashtra. What will be your strategy as far as this entire notification is concerned?
This is basically to do with a campaign or a survey which is going to be done on July the 4th. This is not good at all. The own BJP-led government in Maharashtra is giving financial allocation to madrasas. So this is contradicting their own schemes. And this shows biasness on their part that you have a madrasa which is imparting religious teachings to Muslim students. And the Maharashtra government should also remember what is the definition of a literate. A literate means a person who can sign in his own language. So, and then they are violating, by introducing such measures, you are violating our Right to Education Act itself, because there are many thousands of students in Maharashtra between age of 6 and 11 who go to National Open School and where attendance is not required. So they are not even accepting students who are going to National Open School.
Yes.
This is a very retrograde step which will not help people in getting educated, they should immediately amend that order and include students who are going to madrasas. I just want to bring them into mainstream, follow the example of Ali University of opening more schools.
Okay.
But to classify them, to target them, and what is their policy about those students who are getting educated in Vedic studies, in other religious studies?
Sir, I was speaking to some other Muslim clerics on this, and they said that they see a bigger agenda, a hidden motive of the government by bringing this notification. Do you see something more as far as this notification is concerned?
Of course, if such question marks are being raised, they are valid questions being raised. These are valid fingers which are being pointed out for such a step which has been taken. There have been many examples wherein madrasa-going students have cracked the IAS exam, they have cracked the civil service exam, which has not really stopped them from progressing in life. And to take such a step, such questions will be raised. And of course, there is a biasness in what the Maharashtra government is doing.
Do you believe that there is a pattern that the Maharashtra government is following? First, we saw that controversy around the Yoga Day, and now this notification. Do you believe there is a pattern, a beef ban in Maharashtra, and now there is a pattern that this government is following in Maharashtra?
Of course, there is a pattern behind, and I wouldn't call it pattern. I would say there is a reason behind all this madness. And one is beef ban was to ensure that many Muslim community people become unemployed, denying them the benefits of reservation. You see, this is a complete contradiction over here. You say that madrasa school-going children are going to be taken out of school. But what about that reservation which Bombay High Court said give it to Muslims in education? Why don't they implement that? I mean, I challenge the Maharashtra government that you are completely biased against the Muslim community, because the Bombay High Court said give reservations to 50 castes among the Muslims. You don't implement that. And then at the same time you say that the Muslims children who are going to madrasas are out of school. We don't treat them out of school children. So what kind of madness is this? This is completely biasness on the part of the BJP-led government in Maharashtra.
Mr. Ovesi, before I let you go, a very quick question, sir. The BJP and Shiv Sena and other parties are going to accuse you of trying to polarize this entire issue, trying to play minority politics. How do you see this affecting the minority community? Do you also believe it's going to alienate them further?
The BJP and the Shiv Sena government must answer these questions. Hasn't beef ban led to unemployment of lakhs of Muslims? By denying reservations, which Bombay High Court has given interim order, you have made Muslims children stop them from entering into portals of education.
Yes.
Thirdly, by taking such a retrograde step of treating madrasa-going students as out of school, who has given that right? This is against my freedom of religion, which is a fundamental right in the Indian Constitution.
Okay.
I mean, you use all these measures to say we have to bring them in mainstream. So why don't you allow reservations in education? You don't want to do that. Why don't you open more schools in Muslim areas? You don't want to do that. So this is completely a biasness on their part.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views here on India Today. I'm now being joined by Khalid Rashid Firangi Mahali. He's a Muslim cleric. Sir, how do you see this move of the Maharashtra government? It is now being opposed by a lot of Muslim clerics. How do you see this move, sir?
See, it is you can say that in one line that it is a laughable move, because madrasas are one of the oldest educational institutions of this country, and these institutions have played one of the most important role in the freedom struggle, and to pass an order against these madrasas must be condemned not only by the Muslim but by one and all. And I think that it is also against the secular fabric of our country. As far as education is concerned, the percentage of education in Muslim are already very low. So it is the importance of each and every state government as well as the central government to make ensure that each and every Muslim child is educated, whether they are getting Islamic education or modern education. And I also think that it is against the fundamental right of a Muslim student to pass such an order. And it is also against the rules and regulation of our RT, that is the Right to Education Act.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views here on India Today. Well, a huge political controversy there brewing in Maharashtra. Also, thanks to Sahil for bringing us his views on this story from Mumbai.